Merry Christmas to all from Where Red Dragons Walk. Today's show is about one thing and one thing only, and that is the January transfer window. Talking all things in and all things out and what we predict to happen this coming January. So Ed, the owners, they're known for having a little bit of dough, having a little bit of money. Do you expect them to put a little bit more into the team come January?
Yeah, just a little bit of money, yes. Well, we've just had the investment. I know it's more to do with the stand and the infrastructure, but Apollo have now got a substantial investment in Wrexham. They've only just invested last couple of weeks. So I think that maybe this frees up other money to be invested into the squad. So yeah, I would expect us to strengthen. I think the plan seems to be the next kind of 2 or 3 years to really build a squad that's going to compete at the top end of the table. So I would expect that we'll use each window to carry on strengthening. And I think the other flip side of that is some of the players I think are more kind of League One quality, some of the fringe players. So yeah, I expect there to be a couple of signings coming in January.
What positions would you like to see filled, Ed? Is there certain positions you think a little bit thin or not enough quality in?
Yeah, I think we've spoken before on the pod about what happens if Kiefer Moore gets injured. What happens if Kiefer Moore suffers a loss of form? There's the odd game he wasn't fantastic against Hull the other night, but generally, he's had a great first half of the season. So certainly a replacement for him, and I would have thought a Parkinson type replacement, someone who directly replaces Moore, so big target man who can flick the ball on, can hold the ball up. I would expect someone like that to come in. I find our strikers at the moment, we seem to be struggling to know we can't play Windass and Broadhead. That doesn't happen too often unless we're really chasing things. So when we're bringing on maybe Smith or Hardy, it just seems a little bit disjointed at the moment. So someone to replace Kiefer Moore, but maybe even someone to challenge as well some of the others.
Yeah, that sounds good. Is there any names on the tip of your tongue that you'd like to see come into place? I mean, someone that is a free agent at the moment. He's a little bit of a profile. He's obviously had many experience in the Premier League. He's coming off of obviously his injuries with his car crash. He's Mikel Antonio, and that could be an option to maybe sort of rival Wrexham, rival Kiefer Moore for that up top number 9 sort of position.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a perfect rival who really would put pressure on Moore as well to carry on performing at a top level and possibly could dislodge Moore. So yeah, someone like that. I know we have been linked with, I forget his name off the top of my head, but it was an 18-year-old who's playing in France. Something ridiculous like 17 million, but he's been touted at a few clubs. He's a striker as well. The name escapes me. So with the profile ambition of the club, it could be quite a big name really for championship level. You really don't know. So apart from those two, I'm not sure in terms of names, but again, this is something with Wrexham rising the league so quickly. I'm trying myself, and I'm sure other fans are, to adjust to who are the players at this kind of level, because it is a new experience for us. So who are the players? We're sort of more au fait with who plays League 2 National League, really. So yeah, taking those fans, I think, time to catch up.
That's it. Yeah, that is a fair point. It's different pools, isn't it? You're shopping in different windows now, which is credit to Wrexham. Is there anybody that you think you mentioned obviously fringe players at the top of the show? Is there anyone that you think we can sort of see them making way?
I think Hardy's struggling. I know he's only just signed in the summer, but he comes on. There's a lot of pressure on him because he doesn't get much minutes at all. But he seems to struggle to get a place in the team, and I could see him maybe shifting out on loan, something like that, pretty quick. The other thing as well, I think sometimes in the wing-back positions, now that we've got our 2 wing-backs injured at the moment, I feel that the replacements aren't always great. McLean's come in and done a pretty good job, to be fair, but then it depends what your ambition is and how high you want to go. He's done well for a 38-year-old with the experience he has, but with people out on long-term injuries, I think we need a higher quality replacement than that. And at both sides, with having Libby out as well, the other side from New Zealand, that's the same as well. So wing backs, I think we're a bit weak. Centre backs, they're looking fairly solid at the moment. We do lack a bit of pace at the back, and sometimes we do get exposed. We've spoken before about that on the pod. Midfield, Rathbone's back to put some pressure on the midfield. So maybe the midfield's fairly okay at the minute. Sheaf's absolute quality in there. And Dobson's having a very, very good season. O'Brien a bit in and out at the moment. So yeah, maybe those wing back positions as well would be the other place we could strengthen. And then that would mean that we would have to offload, I would have thought, because obviously you're limited to about 25 names as well for your squad. So naturally, some people would have to go.
Yeah, definitely.
The other one as well, just thinking, it's just come to me, Rodriguez. So we signed Rodriguez last season from Burnley. He was injured all the first half of early on this season, didn't make the squad because of the injury. Will he feature? I'm not so sure. Does he get in the squad? Probably not.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
He might be able to go out.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's sensible thinking as well. Ed, thank you very much, mate. Let's look forward to seeing what's going to happen come January. Thank you everybody for watching at home. Please like and subscribe, and please get involved in the comments below, talking about who you'd like to see in and out of Wrexham.